This is a random video because I don't.
You're supposed to say kind words about yourself. You're supposed to say God made me whole.
I'm a good person, and I am a good person, and I exhibit behaviors that are good, and I don't know because I don't think that way, Mom. I don't have positive thoughts. I don't have like good things to say. I want to try. I'm a good person, but no one's gonna like this video. I know that. I know if I say that I'm a good person, they're gonna go think I'm like being cross-faced. I know if I say, no, I'm a good person, they're gonna take one look at me and say, "You're not a good person. You're not good." You know. If I say I'm a good person, does that look? Do I look? I guess I've had people do that in my past. They'll take one look at me and say that I'm not a good person. That I'm not good. You know, that I'm not genuinely kind and generous. Okay, Mom, I'm trying to make a video. Can you say that? Can you say that discreetly without having to like interrupt? See, now I lost my train of thought. See, I can't make a good video, guys, because people, when I say things, people get offended. When I say anything, they get offended. So I'm saying, I don't know what to say because even my own family get offended when I say something. They do. They don't know how to handle it. They don't know how to handle me talking. They don't know how to handle me. No one has ever like looked at me and said, "You know what? I know what to do about you. I know how to treat you. I know how to like know what you're saying." And it's like no one's ever just like said the words that like come to mind. Like they always say like stuff like, "Hi, hello, how you doing? Hi, what's up?" Or they'll say things like, I don't think that you're saying the right things, Eric, and I don't think you know what you're saying, but I do know what I'm saying. Do you know why I can't articulate on the things I say? Because when I say things, people will say, "Well, why did you say that?" And it's like because that's what I'm thinking. I I'd like give I would give $100 billion to any person who could figure out what's going on inside my head right now, and I guarantee you, no one would understand. Okay, I'd give any amount of money to any person if they could figure out what's going on in my head right now, and see, and if they can, you're a genius, because like, so sure, psychoanalysts maybe could figure me out, but like, that's their job, It's like, if it wasn't their job, they wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But like, you really think you know what's going on in my head? You really want to? And actually, I mean, for any person who I know wants to go there, like, it's like, do you really want to see what's going on in my head? Would you want to see what's going on in my head? Do you really think you'd understand what I feel? Because like, I mean, I don't go to my dark places, but like, I'm trying to tell people, it's like my mind on this side thinks like, yeah, let's do this. My mind on this side thinks let's do that, and it's like then it right here, it's like, well, let's just do all of it at once. And if I describe it as, you know, we all have had our bullies, they're worse online, but like, what's worse, being a bully that's a coward, that's kind of a deal, because it's like you'll say something but you can't back it up, and it's like, boy. And I've actually met bullies who can say things and back it up. I've had those kind of bullies in my life that were like, they could say something and then they would back it up, and it's like, I just think of the years that I've gone and survived and made it through. Basically of people constantly. Maybe I've never been in any war or any like combat zone, and I've never gone to like any military, and actually can't because I can't be approved because I have a mental illness. So it's like they wouldn't approve me even if I tried. So it's like, and then I wouldn't want to do something like that because I don't want. I don't couldn't take a human life. I wouldn't be able to have any. No job that I would do there would be even remotely good. So anything I do as a job, it's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be. I guarantee you, I hear like of people in Walmart being bullies. I've heard of, in every like establishment there's some sort of like riggering head society that hates my kind. My kind being people who are mentally ill and can't help themselves. You know, and the sad part is it got this point where it's split. It's like people don't like hear the things I'm saying, and when they do, they just want to be like, "Oh, Eric, I don't like you." And I can't count how many times I've had people say to me, like, "Eric, I don't like you. I don't like what you're saying. I don't like what you're doing." They will shit all over me, and it's like really bad, you know, and it's like I mean, it's one thing to say bad things about me, but it's another thing when when it's deliberate. It's like I'm gonna poke you with basically whatever I can and see how what comes out, kind of a deal, you know, kind of a deal. And I get those fair share of bullies. I've had my fair. It's not just bullies. It's like there's bad. Like I said, I'm not making this like a specific video or this is just personal feelings. This is just personal win, you know. So it's like you know, and I don't have perfect knowledge. I do have some knowledge. I have precise knowledge, but it's like, well, I wouldn't say it's precise. It's like it comes from years of people teaching me things. So you know, I have been taught a lot of things that I actually can remember and know how to implement and use as tools to basically win any argument. So you know. Like I challenge anyone to think they can argue with me and say because like that my mind does this thing where like when people go to argue with me, it will go to mush and it's done that on several occasions where it will go to mush and then no one can argue with me because I can't even argue with myself at that time. Like I've explained that to people. It's like it's almost like a superpower. It's like I could just turn off my brain. I know that sounds dumb when I say I can turn off my brain, but like what I mean by that is I can take my mind and just kind of like not use it for like what it's worth. And like I can like kind of like take that and like run with it. And it's like whatever is happening in that state, it's like I just don't have I'm just there's so much disconnect to the point where it just pisses people off. And I mean like you don't understand the ability I have to piss someone off. Like it works so well. And I've seen people get so angry. And I guarantee it works with anyone. You try this attempt at anyone, the things I've been I wish I could just explain it. Like it's like almost like detaching your mind from yourself. Just kind of like it really aggravates like anyone. Anyone who has a solid mind. Like, you know, if unless they're stupid themselves and they just don't get things and like because you know it's like unless they have that kind of like mindset where they can just like piss off people because like my god how many people I have actually angered just because I said something that they didn't like because I don't sugarcoat things. I just say it what comes to mind. I kind of just and like I got a strong feeling this won't get any views. I got that strong feeling it won't get any views. It probably won't. But like I don't care about like views. I don't really need them. You know, I'm not like looking for this to be like you know the next John Wynn. You know, it's like you know. So like you know, or like what is it, Mr. Beast? I'm not being the next Mr. Beast. So it's like what's even the point? You know, I don't care for numbers. It's like numbers are like. Do you remember when Donald Trump would come out when he was president and he would just say a random number and people would be like angry for years? They'd be so pissed off to the point like they just want to like do things. That's why I don't like jar numbers because like I just remember him doing that. Like he'd say like I won't say the a number because again that would piss someone off. I guarantee if I say like just some random number that like pops into my head, they would be pissed off to the extremes. Like heck, I think the world is pissed off at this point. You know, I think the world is angry. Everyone's angry at some point. We're all mad at something whether we want to admit it or not, you know, at this point, it'd be like if you weren't angry, you'd be mad at yourself or mad at something. We're all mad, but like some people just know how to like control it better, you know. If we all let like all the anger out, I guarantee you, it would be like no one would know what was happening, you know. Listen, if I'm angry about something, you guys got to be angry about something. Like I'm sure there's anger there. You know, it's like I'm not the only one that's angry. At least I can admit to my anger though, and cope with it. So that's the thing though. It's like the anger and that aggression. It's like how do you manage it? It's like I take just like one step at a time. Just like when because I know it comes out at the worst times, and it's like I'm glad that I've gotten more control over it over the years. Like being able to like knowing when to like not to strike and when not to like go at something, or when not to like let it control me, because like that's what it used to do. The anger that was there, it would control me, and it would be like it'd go to places that were very, very like bleak. And knowing that I have that kind of anger and I've never been able to solve it with like completely, like it's and then when I say like and I've explained some of these issues before, like but like I've never gone into the details about them because I was always afraid that someone would hear it and then they think, okay, why are you saying this? And it's like, I don't know, because I'm crazy. I don't know. And my mom said not to say that, but it's like, what are you supposed to say? I've had people call me crazy. I've had people say that I am crazy. I don't know if it's true, but like, you know, the fact that people in the past have called me crazy and then like got away with it, actually, and have not been like no corrections, no like you're wrong for that. You shouldn't have said that. No, I've had people say if I went down the list, I feel like one day I should just make a video like of what I can remember people saying to me, and like honestly, I feel like at the end of the list, people would just like, there's no way someone said that to you, and you know what? I got an idea. I won't say like in detail the word. I'll maybe like if for like certain words, I'll like for certain things, I'll like I'll like censor the word, you know. But like um, I'll just go down the line of things that people have said to me, and I wonder like where I would go from there. Maybe that's the next video I'll make, because I think that would be a smart thing to do. Because I don't know, and that'll be my next video if there's a next video. So.